Which of these is a dessert? Black pudding. Which of these is an epic poem by John Milton? Which of these was invented first? Radio, DVD, TV. Which of these is not a model of Fender guitar? Telecaster, Stratocaster, Forecaster. To make decaf coffee, what is removed before roasting? Which of these women has Rod Stewart not been married? Which of these is not a shade of green? Amber, olive, emerald. Which of these games traditionally uses the most tiles? Mahjong. Which of these snakes is not found in the wild in the UK? Which of these is not a type of filled pasta? Gnocchi, tortellini, ravioli. Which of these 60s hit maker? Which of these models was not born in England? Lily Cole. The highest rank in karate is a 10th degree black what? Which of these big series is a trilogy? Which of these vegetables is from the Which of these websites operates an upvote, downvote system? Tumblr, Twitter, Reddit. Which of these prime ministers was a conservative? Which of these bodies of water is in Europe? And Golden Shred is a brand of Which of these, Ronnie's, was born most recently? Ronnie Scott. Which of these does a snake shed regularly? Which of these is a piece of surfing? What basically is Welsh rabbit? Which of these is a word for a prehistoric burial mound? Which of these words means Which of these Actor Robert Mitchum was also a professional in which sport? Actor Robert Mitchum was also a professional in which sport? Misanthropy is the dislike of what? Misanthropy is the dislike of what? Lights, books, people. The derby was first raised at Epsom in what year? Boy George was a prominent figure in what youth subculture? Boy George was a prominent. Complete the saying, all things come to those who, what? Who did Chevy Chase play in the film, Three Amigos? Who did Chevy Chase play in the film, Three Amigos, Windy Bottoms? Who was the leader of the Gunpowder Plot? What's the name of Jonathan Ross's wife? Cloakroom, raffle and season are all types of what item? What name links a character in operas by Mozart and Rossini? Which golf club has hosted more golf majors than any other? In 1755, James Coutts became a partner in what type of firm? 23 Days in July is a book about what cycling event? On children's TV, who operated the Magic Roundabout? When was the wheeled suitcase invented? The first human heart transplant took place in what city? How many small squares make up a Sudoku grid? The Kriya are an indigenous people in what country? What job did Vulcan perform for the Roman gods? What job did Vulcan perform for the Roman gods? Carpenter, sculptor, blacksmith. Diedrich and Perkins are the surnames of which comedy duo? What color links a fruit in a former mobile phone company? What epithet was given to the Anglo-Saxon king Alfred? What epithet was given to the Anglo-Saxon king Alfred? The bold, the wise, the great. What name is given to Haydn Symphony No. 45? The Canadians are an ice hockey team from what city? The Canadians are an ice hockey team from what city? Montreal, Ottawa, Toronto. What girl's name completes the phrase, not on your?